Fallen. E là.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Lovely feet. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
E là, ragazzi.
What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Greece are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Chance here to counter. He's found a way through. Dembele. Corner it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Thuram with the clearance. Greece are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he was quick to react. Drogba is herring after that one. Zico. Hullet, and Hullet! In he goes again. It's a goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Messi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some play.
He's got the shot
Pardon.
away!
Aspetta.
Goal, Greece! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Greece get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And it's Gullit. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Platini. Great, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And again! And he's there to belt it away.
Football.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. A heavy challenge. Neymar with a definite foul there. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Gullit. Oh, important interception. Now it's Neymar!
Pardon.
They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Greece take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Van Bouten attempts a clearance. Greece have the chance to go the other way. Good spot, he's seen the run. Can he finish?
Ella Remal.
Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. By a Leverkusen. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Decent chance. It's in.
Jesus.
They've done it again. It is incredible.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Bayer Leverkusen certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
So, third quarter of the game. Tomiyasu is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, it's Dembele. He is through here. Dembele! good-looking ball. Oh, what has happened here? And he's there to clear it. Pull it. And the first half is done. Greece playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution on the field, number 21.
Greece get the second half going.
Coming on to replace him is number 22.
Greece come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time. I'll be... Drogba! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, here we go. Decent hit!
Arto.
Scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Greece take the lead. Platini. Oh, super ball. Great hit. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's...
And pull it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Terrific header!
Animal.
Oh,
Non
not the
scrivendo.
best of headers. Turan. And it's played forward. Drogba. He could be in here.
The attendance
Platini was alert to the possibilities, but in the end, and the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. We'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Dembele. Gullit. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Dembele. Oh, some tackle that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing hits one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bullet clearly had the beating of the keeper.
Papagallenne. Ρε φίλε.
possession on the field.
Bayer Leverkusen get their fourth corner.
Number 13.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Number 7.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 9. Ypres.
Bayer Leverkusen applying the press here. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. They are now a 9-man team.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
He's having a good look here. He's gone direct. He's missed, but not by that far.
Platini did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Yamal goes sliding in. That looks a good ball through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The ball has bounced loose now. Keeper's ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That is a crunching tackle.
Bayer Leverkusen showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, shooting chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's had a hit! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Doué. Now this could be a chance. Greece have the chance to go the other way. Vieira powering forward here. Look at the space here. He's had a shot.
Ellare malaca.
Leverkusen. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Bayer Leverkusen go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Maldini looking for the run. He's looking to set free a runner. Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. That's an excellent interception. And he's heaved it away to Thuram.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Five minutes to add. Gently done. Can he get onto this? Shot and goal! And it's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
Άντε βρε γάμο τη μάνα σου που ήταν ας βγει.
He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Čo μετά? Čo μετά?
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Arpa.
And Messi! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So, a breakthrough already. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge. The referee has let it go. He's played him through. And they're back on the ball again. And that's put paid to a promising move. Has a look and plays it forward. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! That wasn't far away.
Oh, and it's such a good effort. And maybe the target really should have been hit.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the finish! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
That has certainly made things interesting. Well,
There's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Changes him with that pass. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is a terrible pass. It's Neymar! Goal, Greece! And they get themselves in front! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Greece take the lead. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? So a big chance now from 12 yards. Czech looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Hullet. Oh, that's delightful. Hullet. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Mbappe. And he's only too happy to take that back. Greece have hit a quick-fire double here, and oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
E la
Messing
muore
about,
poi.
it is red. Greece are down to 10 men. And here's Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Bellingham. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Neymar! Rodri. Ball is over the line. That's a nicely measured pass. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Now it's Mbappe. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Interesting ball. And he's done very well to take that back. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Maldini cuts it out. Oh, and he's through the middle. Messi. Oh, look at the speed. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Tries a header! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nicely weighted ball.
There will be 3 minutes
Thuram
added
gets
time.
across to intercept that. And he's quick to snatch it back. Threads one in. All perfectly measured. And the shots! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
βγάζουμε τέτοια. Πάμε. Καλός είναι. Καλός είναι. Να σου πω ρε φίλε, πιο πολύ βάρασα για Bellingham. Αλλά σε έβγαλα όλους. Τελευταίος βγήκε πέρα. Τελευταίος βγήκε. Όπως το κάνει το προσύνηθες. Κοναμίας.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk into. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Adriano. Neymar has it out wide and in space. And that should get the job done. And here's Nedved. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Hullet. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? Now the finish! That pass has been well intercepted. Played back in. Back into the middle. There's the hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. Adriano. Nedved! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Greece still without a single shot on target. Neymar. The ball has bounced loose now. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Greece have the chance to go the other way. And Dijk makes the interception. Rummenigge, he's onside. Can he finish? Bellingham. Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting...
And he's had a hit! Decent enough try.
Rummenigge just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pullet chasing after it. Pullet. Van Balten spots it and intercepts. Now it's Pullet. Bellingham. Bellingham! Goal! Greece! And that for him is goal number 10. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Quality ball. Pullet looks to get on the end of this. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. Big chance! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the net.
In with a header! Oh, it's come off the upright. He scored! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Oh.
Finish! Probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Bellingham. That's a lovely neat pass. And he's managed to get rid. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, shooting chance! Vieira gets good distance on it. Araujo. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Greece head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
It's
Il proprietario dell'auto blu parcheggiata davanti ai cancelli è invitato a spostarla, altrimenti sarà rimossa. Attenzione, un cambio.
There's the start of the second half. And that could set him on his way. And the shots! And the ball's come loose here. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Araujo can get it clear. Oh, lovely. He's going for goal! And now they can spring out of defence. Van Balten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gets his pass away. Real chance!
Full sides.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rummenigge is there, and he can get that clear. Great hit!
E cosa? Ho fatto a podio più per male.
Back in business! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And claimed it back swiftly. He's a sharp little ball here. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. And it's Gullit. Bellingham. He's gone direct here. And he's going to be disappointed with that.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moves that could reverse in a flash.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
I've lost my thought.
It's Adriano! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And Dijk gets it away. Oh, some tackle that. Gullit. Now it's Messi. Maldini does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, great chance! He's picked Adriano! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gullit demonstrating his defensive quality there. Greece perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Yeah.
Gullit. Araujo gets a foot in here.
Greece showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Araujo gets across to intercept that. Gullit. Davids with the slide tackle there. And that interception was De Jong with a definite foul there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Bravo, quindi non pensa alla cosa di no. E la ya.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that looks a decent ball. Toure does really well to win the ball there. And it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gullit, who does have an assist to his name.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And Gullit! Tomiyasu getting this one clear. Messi. And the counter is on. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Thuram has been caught there, it's a foul. Now it's Bellingham. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Bellingham.
Ci saranno 3
Gullit.
minuti di recupero.
De Jong. Bellingham. Gullit. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Nedved. Adriano does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Sono
Time is
con
up. Good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd large.
Yo le caí. Pues le da que oye para él. Calaba. Oye, yo sé que es verdad. Oh, es una cosa. Yo sé que es verdad. Tutto adesso, grazie a te. Oh, no. Guarda lì, guarda lì.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. pretty, but it gets the job done. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go.
And he'll shoot here. Big moment. Massive goal.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Greece finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Knocks him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's been... There's the shot! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like...
Has a go! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. And here's Messi. And he's away. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose. Has another go! Caught offside that time.
Marseille would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's had a hit! Goal, Greece! And the comeback is complete. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, no question, Jim, the referee... Zico! It's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Ne φίλε. Εντάξει. Είναι και division, ναι. Όλοι τα ίδια. Για άλλους δεν πανηγυρίζουν. Μετά τρώνε την τριάρα. Τέσσερα πακετά.
Substitution.
Marseille can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Greece go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That is a brilliant interception. Gently done. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now someone off target. Bout of passing here, really easy on the arc. Great chance! Really assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Marseille with the corner, they're first. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. And it's Kante.
Oh.
Adriano! Oh, taken with style. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Albert Ferrer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's quick to snatch it back. Look at the space. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And here's Zeke. Can he finish?
Zico.
Nice, just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good spot, he's seen the run. And the shot! No mistake! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
We have ourselves a real game here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Messi. Spread neatly. Oh, easy pickings there. Tchouameni. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, now and the finish!
Like I know.
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply...
Now the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's got tall. That's a half-decent try.
Vieira certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Opts for safety. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Can he finish? It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Greece clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then...
It's Neymar! And he's done it! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Greece is caught in or out. So a big chance now from 12 yards. All Black looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Now, we would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution for Greece. Number 8, Seydou.
Here we go again.
Number 24, Neymar.
a little off target. Zico. Greece do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Can he put it away? In he goes again. Loose
Hello,
now,
Max.
and they want to get it back. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Schwaumeri. Messi. He's got the shot away! Oh, fine stop to the keeper.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that fires from distance. And more! And the lead is extended still further.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Greece lost themselves into a 3-goal lead. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Neymar. Zico.
Greece are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
The attendance for this match was 71,000.
Greece are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, what has happened here? Tries a shot!
Ultimo logo.
It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity wouldn't...
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Bullet, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Zico. This time, surely! Very well taken goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Greece grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Edmilson has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Moved on forwards. Neymar has good running with the ball. Adriano. Great hit!
Ultimo
He
logo.
scores! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Pull it. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 9, Messi.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Number 26,
Pullet.
Targets.
Pullet
Number
unable
7,
to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Number 22, Bale. Substitutions taking place.
And now the breakaway. And it's Zico. He's had it taken off him. Edmilson. And he's there to make the challenge. Piqué. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
MDF.
Roberto Baggio. Changes him with that pass. Conte. Adriano. Bergkamp. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Big chance! It's in! And what a climax we have here! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Marseille give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Conte. Kante takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's there to belt it away.
There will be 5 minutes added
It's a throw in.
time.
Well, that is one way to stop him. 5 minutes to add. Martinelli. Ball played for Zico. And it's Bale. And he's managed to get free. A goal cut out. No margin for error there at all. Roberto Baggio. Gets his pass away. It's Adriano! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bale is fouled.
It's
It's going to be a booking. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will.
Medici, Vieira, Ataque, Zico, Calda, Orgulho, James. Oh. Direkt Torrens, Pesset.
Espérate. يلا خلي الغمي. إذا دخلت أنا ما بعمل لك قلت له رجع يبي زوجك يقول جستيش ragione. Però come gesti? Adesso. Sul letto.